People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now this one is called Bad News, Bad News, Bad News. And I am speaking about an update as it pertains to that lady that was burnt up in Hanover by her common law husband. Her name is Nicola Clark. Now people, we know that this lady is basically on a lifeline at the Cornwall Regional Hospital in Montego Bay. And it is said that she got an emergency passport the other day with the assistance of Stephanie Lindsay from the Corporate Communications Unit of the JC of Jamaica Constabulary Force. And she was awaiting some sort of emergency visa, some sort of exemption. However, people, based on the information, it is said that she was supposed to be airlifted to Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami. We are speaking about Florida. However, people, based on the information, it is said that that visa that they were waiting on badly, it was rejected, it was denied. Now, people, when we think about stuff like this, we have to ask the question, why was it denied? Because if somebody needed some sort of exemption, if somebody was in some sort of emergency situation, it would be this lady. She would qualify under every criteria. However, people, as it pertains to America, they act as if they are the perfect place. So therefore, you have to fill out the application. You have to follow the protocols, procedure. So therefore, you have to dot all the I and cross all the T's. So people, I am asking the question, was it some sort of error on the documentation form? Was it that they did not have the money for the surgery, the cost of the surgery? Because people, remember, they said that they opened some sort of GoFundMe. However, a foundation, we are speaking about San Marino Foundation, and a person whose name is Stephen Joseph, they had stepped in and he said that he linked with his associate overseas internationally, and they were going to foot the cost. They were speaking to persons at Jackson's Memorial Hospital and everything was covered. So people, we have to ask the question, who could deny something like this? Who would make such a decision? And people, like me say, sometimes there are protocols and rules and regulations that you have to follow. However, at the end of the day, it should be based on discretion. It should be based on a case-by-case basis. And people, as it pertains to this lady, we see that this lady is in bad situation. She is basically on a lifeline right now. And people, there is no sort of facility in Jamaica to correct this situation that she is in. Now, people, the truth and the fact is that we see that Jamaica has a very high reliance on the United States for a whole lot of reasons. And we see that a lot of times it seems as if China is always bailing out Jamaica. Now people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. China has its ulterior motive why it does what it does. However, it seems as if this is why Jamaica is always siding on the side of China whenever they are making any sort of decision to go with China, because it seems as if when you rely on America, you have to jump through all sorts of hoops, and people with sister Jamaica will always go out on a limb. I am speaking about the relevant authority, the government of Jamaica, for America. However, people, like we see, whenever it is the reverse, America does not do the same. So people, the moral of the story is this. At the end of the day, Jamaica has to blame itself. And when I say Jamaica, I am speaking about the relevant authorities. I am speaking about the successive governments, JLP and PNP. They have to blame themselves because they don't have a burn unit. And people, this is what happens when you are worthless. People look down on you. People take step at you. People take advantage or disadvantage of you, because the truth and the fact is that for all the money that has been wasted, for the circumstance in which Jamaica is in, there is a demand, and people like them say, it is the law of supply and demand. So therefore, if there's a demand for something, if every day you get up, people are get burned up, and whenever these persons get burned up, with sister, them end up lose them life, because in a case maybe about a year ago, some lady was burned up by some sort of stove, and people, she lost her life. She was waiting for assistance. However, we saw that assistance was not forthcoming. So people, may just say, once again, in this instance, we see that this lady, she is in critical condition and she's basically waiting on a lifeline, and people, it seems as if that lifeline, it won't be forthcoming. So people, the question that I have to ask is this. When this person make this decision, whoever this person is, and people, you have to understand that there is a chain of command as it pertains to workers at the embassy, immigration officers in America. So therefore, she made a decision based on the fact that if she just go ahead and make a decision on her own, she know that she would be basically shunned by her authority. We are speaking about the top workers in the immigration. So people, we have to blame the system, because the system act as if it is too perfect. The system act as if you make a little mistake on some sort of technicality. So people may just say this is a system in which they act as if they are perfect. So therefore, if you have 99 out of 100 because you did not get that one thing right, or you did not have that one thing in line, they are going to deny you or reject your application. And people, I think that in this case, that is the case. Point blank and period. However, people, at the end of the day, Jamaica has to blame itself, because it should not, the persons, the residents living in Jamaica and the citizens of Jamaica should not have to go through this. We should have our own, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, and people, I have started uploading news items on that channel, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also, please subscribe to this channel, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now people, the next thing that is popping in the news is an update about an article that I spoke about before, in which a 15-year-old, he took out a 6-year-old by the use of the tool. Now people, when I did that video, I am not going to give you details of that case. It is in my videos. When I did that video, I said that according to information, the mother, nobody knew where the mother was, the mother of the 15-year-old, and also the father was MIA. Now people, it seems as if the father, he became available lately. So people, take a listen, take a look to exactly what he has to say, that he was not missing and he was assisting his child financially. However, he don't know why his child got in that incident. So people, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
And I was so devastated and breakdown. Panic to me that time. I said, no man, that can't happen. He said, I'll read me, then I walk up and down here. I said, lick my brain. And I said, no, say, something like that happened. I call him when if you come down for your money. Because I work out for a while, and I work in Dallas, and you know, I have to go up on the farm very early, so I don't stay down here. Because when I come down, when I come down weekend time, I will ask him and say, oh, Daddy, I'll buy this wash up for me. And he will go and buy it for me, and I come and I give him $100 or $50. That's how much we have a good relationship, me and the youth, and everybody.
Now people, after listening to the father, and after listening to what the family members had to say, the father was MIA, missing in action. So therefore, he was not around. And more than likely, we see that based on statistics, most of the youth that are creating all sorts of crime in Jamaica, they come from some sort of dysfunctional home, or they did not have a father or a mother. Most of the case, the father is missing. So therefore, we can only come to the logical conclusion is that this youth was grown by the streets, by gang members, and that is how he became in possession of a tool in which, whether it be by some sort of accident he was playing and the tool go off, or they had some sort of problem, some sort of verbal altercation. I don't know. That is still pending. The point that I am trying to make is that whenever women or men get together and them do whatever they do, and they had the fun, there comes consequences, as in you have a picnic. So therefore, you are 100% responsible, 50% for the father, 50% for the mother. If the father missing 100% for the mother, right? So therefore, somebody has to be responsible. Everybody can disappear, meaning the father and the mother, because if there is no person to take care of this child, more than likely the street is going to find him, and that is exactly what we see happen. So the point that I am trying to make in this is that you cannot be a sperm donor, you cannot be a womb donor. You have to basically do the follow-up. So therefore, if you don't follow up, this child is going to end up in a bad predicament. This child is going to be a menace to society and people. In this case, we see that that is the case because a youth now, he is 15-year-old, he is locked up for murder, and people, he is being charged as an adult based on the fact that they are asking the popo, they are asking him, where did he come by this stole? And he is not saying anything. So therefore, they feel as if he has some sort of gang affiliation, and therefore he is remaining mum. He is tight-lipped. So therefore, people, we see that this youth is in a very bad predicament, did not live any sort of life as yet. And even worse, we see him take away a 6-year-old that is even in a worse predicament, point blank and period. So people, at the end of the day, the point or the moral of the story is this. If you have your picnic and you don't take care of them, the street is going to take them. And whenever the street take them, we are speaking about it is going to end up in the worst case scenario, as in this case, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.